Welcome to the Play It By Ear podcast. The podcast where the topics may vary because, hey, we play it by ear. And now your hosts, Eric Fiskus, Brady Liming, and Todd Griffin.
Like a hot opening.
Yes. Episode 100, HUNNERT, 97 of the Play It By Ear podcast.
100.
100.
You can't put 100 with one. You got to say 100.
100.
HUNNERT, 97.
There you go.
Welcome one, welcome all. Savannah already checked in.
Hello, Savannah.
Savannah.
Anybody else would like to do so? If indeed anyone else is in the room, we welcome you to do so. Wish I had my counter. I complain about my counter. I don't know where it went. I used to have it right up there. I could tell, but
I used to have it.
I don't know if the software updated on me and it just went away. Don't know.
Gremlins, and more gremlins.
Yep.
Yes.
Always.
Every time we log back on, something's up.
Well, shall we have another Bengal gripe session like we did last week?
All you can do is laugh.
It has come to that point.
I'm lying when I say this, but I'll use my newfound word. I'm exhausted. I'm exhaustipated. I'm too tired to give a crap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tired of it.
And we're still keeping play calling duties with the coach, the head coach. Nice.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Just like the what was that tweet? It's amazing how crowd cheering can sound sarcastic.
Yeah.
Oh, we love them. We do. We just...
I guess it's just awful, and Todd, you can probably relate to this too. My son, your son, basically all of their lives, the Bengals have been a playoff team or a near playoff team.
Right.
And now we are witnessing what we've experienced before, and now our sons are experiencing for the first time, being Bengalized.
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to the 90s. All you youngins. Welcome to the 90s.
Well, but the thing is, it's worse than the 90s because the players we have now are better.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to explain.
Well, I'm glad my biggest toddler fan is in attendance. Standing ovation. I love it.
Look at this.
Rory is in the house.
Look at this thing we've got going on. I can't get the angle right, but we got the going up the escalator here with the
You're like...
yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't know.
Like,
you guys must have your computer strapped to your shoulders. like a set of timpani or something, a marching band. Like you got one of those, got some of those shoulder hooks. That you just
quad toms.
Yeah, the toms.
You got to get the king's throne to sit on rather than the peasant's stool.
Is that what? It's a height thing, isn't it? Like my camera's higher. Like, let me try something real quick.
Maybe you just had poor posture.
Maybe you need some calcium. No, it's probably it's all about the camera placement on your flat surface.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
there it is, folks. Oh. Now look at me. Now look at me. Giant. That's more like it. Do you guys like just lean your hood like just over towards your like the camera over?
Sure. Watch this.
Well, the only
I
way
will make it go back. Oh,
Right,
I'm shrinking. I'm
but,
shrinking.
like,
I'm
like,
getting bigger. I'm getting bigger.
Okay, can you see
Yeah.
my hand? So like right
Yes.
now, the lid to my laptop to get this size like you guys are is like leaning like that. Is that how you guys set yours up?
Yeah, mine's got a little bit of crook in it.
Celia's congratulating you for growing
Thank
up,
you.
Todd.
It's got a knee in it.
I'm
I've
a
been this thing.
big kid now.
I don't like that big. I want to be more like Brady right there. Brady size.
Hey, I've always waited for you to say that. Oh, these are visual
I'll take
jokes
things
for
that
all
have
of
never
you
been
on
said
audio.
for 1,000, Bob.
Right. Oh,
I'm happy with that. It's still a little bit. All right. I figured out how you guys are doing it now. You guys have to be leaning your Camry.
well, I mean, I have a monitor. I'm not on a laptop, so my camera sits on top of my monitor.
Gotcha.
So that's my thing. I don't think you
But
two
does
are
it-
on laptops,
does
so
it-
aren't you?
Does your camera like tilt up and down?
Yeah.
So it's down.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then. Okay. I figured it out. It's only taken me multiple weeks to figure it out, but I got it.
All right. Anyway, back to being bingalized.
Get these bots off here.
Geopolitical repeater.
In
Yes.
Guacli 98.
See, I can't kick these people. I should be able to kick these people.
Gotta kick. Yeah, gotta kick broccoli and Geop out of here.
All right. Enough of all that. Check us out. Facebook, X, Instagrams. Listen and watch on YouTube's, Spotify's, Apple Podcasts, Twitch, Rumble, and iHeart.
Twitch.
Brady casually leaning back, hoping someone knows. Yeah, exactly.
No.
I noticed it from the time we got on. I noticed it, but I refused to,
Okay,
to
I
mention
need to
it.
show you. I'm in a different chair tonight. In the back is okay. Usually I'm using the kitchen chair, but I'm using a bedroom lounge chair, and you think that this would be my back. Here is actually leaning back.
Gosh.
Yeah,
You're gonna
it's. I wish I could show you, but
You need to put an ironing board or something behind your
something.
chair.
I need one of those backboards, that they gurney people out of the pool with. But no, it's. I was just being lazy and didn't bring the kitchen chair in, so to properly recline, I got to go all the way back.
No, Chris. Brady's like,
Here, check out my shirt.
pretentiousness.
Hey.
You have something to say, or are you speechless?
Oh no, I'm speechless. I'm. If I told you, I literally am sitting here thinking about, can I move this chair to get close?
The chair will either get blamed for the flatulence or the F-bomb, whichever comes first.
Typically, the
believe-
flatulent comes before the F-bomb in the general order of things.
My two canines are in here, so the flatulence I could casually blame on one of them.
All right. I believe Todd has our topic for the eve.
Yes.
Now,
so,
if you want to explain it, before you get started, I would like to, since you asked me to seed this bracket that we're going to do, I'd like you to let me give you my methodology first. But if you want
Right.
to explain what we're doing.
right, that's what I was going to say. Like this was a group effort. So this is actually something that we were going to do last week, and time ran out. We weren't able to do it. So Eric, being the bracket master and the seedster that he is, the seedstress that he is, he got his mitts on it and turned it into. It wasn't a bracket before, right, Eric? It was
Just
like
just a list.
a list.
a draft.
A draft. And so Eric worked his magic, and we thought it would be a good topic. So we saved it for this week. That's why I'm doing 2 weeks in a row, because this was actually supposed to be last week, and we didn't get it ready in time. So
and
we
I
are
would
ready
like
now.
I would like to throw down that my coworkers were looking forward to this. I gave them a little bit of preview because I got one that's going to possibly listen for the first time. So they actually found this topic intriguing. So go ahead.
Nice.
So, Brady, you're telling me you've worked with these people for years and you're just now getting them to listen to us?
They work with me. They hear this all the time. We're adding 2 more hours to their pain.
Condolences.
Yes.
All right, so Todd, continue.
Oh, I think I was done. I mean, you want me to introduce the topic of it?
Introduce the topic, and then like I said, I'll give you my methodology here.
Okay, so you guys know how we like to do brackets, and then at some point we kind of started doing backwards brackets, like worst song, that type of thing, which kind of adds a whole new flair, but also a little bit of a twist and a difficulty, because your mind wants to think in brackets as the best, so to speak. And this is another worst of. So what we have here is a bracket of the worst chores. Worst chores. And again, so the winner will be the worst chore.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Eric got a hold of it.
Yeah, so Todd asked me to construct and seed the bracket. So there were multiple minutes of thought that went into this. So we start.
Do you get to gripe about the seating?
I'm sure I will. So we start out with a list of 25. Now, those of you who are familiar with brackets, you don't want to throw buys in there, and 25 just does not fit on a bracket. 24 doesn't even fit on a bracket. You got to have something that is within a divisible of 16. Well, a divisible of 4, but 16 is a good number. 32 is a good number. 48 is a good number. 64 is a good number. So, you need those multiples. So I paired the list of 25 down to 16. And the seeding went in such a way where the number 1 seed is, in my mind, the most onerous task on this list. 2 seed is the second most onerous task, and so on. So that explains the seeding, and I'm going to start out with, we have 16 out of 25. I'm going to tell you what did not make the cut. So these 9 of the 25 are the least onerous.
Do you know what will be fun? I just thought of this.
The bubble chores. The bubble chores.
Just thought of this, and I thought this would be fun, actually. It may be too late. We may not be able to do it. But it would be cool is if we want to take these, you said 9 of them you took out?
9, yes.
And have them there and see if at any point we want to bring in one of the
Wild
9s.
Wild
Is that
card.
possible?
Hey, it's our show. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can do whatever we want.
Right, but it might be too much for us. But go ahead.
So the 9 that did not make the cut, again, the least onerous of the 25. There was one designated as last-minute chores, and not necessarily because of the onerosity of it. It was more like, what does that mean? Last-minute chores. I don't know where that is characterized.
I saw that. I would think any chore could technically be a last-minute chore.
Depending.
Great example one.
If you're doing it last minute.
Yeah. What's
You're
your
making
example?
Burgers and you forget the buns, and you have to go to Dollar General. You have to go get buns because you realize you forgot buns.
Go get your buns, hun. So yeah.
Is that a chore though?
Yeah, because I got to leave the house to do it.
Well, see, no, to me, a chore is something that is a regular job.
Right.
You don't put it on your calendar, or things don't come up as to where, oh, gee, I've got to go get buns. That's just something that comes up. The things on this list are ongoing situations, if you will. So
Right.
last minute chores again. I don't know where that goes as far as being characterized. So I took it off the list. Throwing out trash. Now, taking out the trash, I don't know if that's what that meant. Throwing out trash, like throwing stuff in the trash can. I didn't know what that meant. Either way, I mean, it's not a real onerous task, so I got rid of it.
Right.
Calling the plumber.
I didn't like that one either. I'm glad you got rid of that one.
Yeah, so again, in my mind, a chore is something that is an ongoing. Calling the plumber is not ongoing. It's just something that needs done. Just like getting buns in that
Right.
situation. It just needs done.
I would argue that I would much rather call the plumber than do the plumbing myself.
Yeah, I'm not plumbing.
So calling the plumber, to me, is not a chore. It's a treat.
Treat. I will not plumb. Okay, bringing in packages.
That's exciting.
Well, yeah. So we had a mattress delivered today. 118-pound mattress in a box. Now that was a bit of an onerous task.
But not a chore.
That was a chore.
Because, go ahead.
But you're right. Bringing in packages generally is exciting, although the packages, if you take percentages of packages that end up on my doorstep, it is about 93% to 7% they're either Becky's or mine. So I don't get packages. They come for her all the time. You were saying, Todd?
I was going to say, like, you ordered it. Like, I mean, to me, that's like letting your dog back in after it takes a leak. I mean, like, that's not a chore. Now, the way Brady does it, since he has to walk his to Timbuktu and back, that's a chore.
Yes.
Me, get you a dog you can just let out. They go do their business. They come back to the door. They come back in the house. That's not a chore at all.
No, they're doing all the work.
Right.
Most of the work.
Yeah.
All right. Cleaning the stovetop.
Oh.
Now, I, in the past 15 years, let's say, maybe more, I've had stovetops that are just like clear glass stovetops.
They're flat.
Yes. So to me, that is not near the task that it used to be. Now, Brady, you still have one of the old.
No. I have the flat, but if something gets on it, you have to use the special compound to get it off well. Because if not, every time you heat it up, there'll be that stank. So, yeah.
But again, in the grand scheme of things, not near the job it used to be.
No.
So technology has changed some of these, like has affected the list.
Correct.
Yes.
Let's see. Vacuuming.
Hey, Samantha.
Vacuuming. Again, in my situation, I have a Samsung vacuum that all it is the vacuum and the handle, basically. It doesn't have the big tank. It doesn't have the big tank it used to have. It doesn't have the big bag on there that you and the big sweeping head on it. It's just got a thin vacuum head and the stick. So it's not a big deal anymore.
But
I know what's coming.
Well, no, vacuuming is one of those positions, like raking leaves, sweeping, shoveling snow, all that, where it puts you in and I think maybe it's a height thing sometimes. It puts you in a certain bind, like where your back and your hip is all twisted, and I have a bad lower back. So that position, whether I'm doing any of that, if I'm in that position doing any kind of work, is really bothersome to me. It hurts.
Well,
So
you
that
need
would be the only
you
thing.
need a longer stick.
Right.
You've never been told that before, I'm sure.
Oh, my goodness. But you know my point. Like, so if it brings pain to me, it's a chore.
Well, fair, but again, this is in the grand scheme of the list of 25.
I don't know. I've got a golden retriever. I got to vacuum daily. It becomes a chore for me. I vacuum up a sweater a
and the
day.
whole point of this is obviously also. I mean, all of these could be considered chores.
Yeah.
Well,
We
yeah.
had to make some. We had to make some decisions. So I see what Eric's saying. Like
Yeah, I do
technology
too.
again has made it a little easier. But I think I could literally be holding up a fishing rod, and that position would hurt me. It has nothing to do with the weight and the bulkiness of the swing. It's that position. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I'm standing, slightly leaning, jutting my arm out forward, it puts a bind on my back and
Pressure.
hip. Yeah.
All right. So again, that's the methodology. There's two more or three more.
We were talking about the old days when your vacuum weighed 28 pounds and like you would sling it out and like it took all you could do to pull it back towards you.
Yeah.
Where it was like a tank with a hose attached to it. And you had
Yeah.
to drag the big old suctiony part, then you had to drag along its carcass down the hallway and try to navigate it. Yeah.
Right. And when you hit, you're talking about the ones where it was the big long hose. I even mean the upright ones. When you hit the door frame, the wood would go flying. It was so heavy and bulky. It was like a wood chipper.
Like a rhino hitting a door.
So I will tell the story again that I've told several times on this podcast. My dad, God rest his soul, took offense to the fact that as a teenager I would do what teenagers did and sleep very late into the day, in his opinion. So it would be Saturday morning. I'd put in a hard week at school, and I'm just taking advantage of my slumber. And lo and behold, I hear the vacuum, and then I hear the vacuum hitting my door. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom. Boom. And did it have the light on the end of it so it'd be creeping down through the door crack on the bottom?
You'd see the light in the door crack. Get up and move! God rest his soul. Pete Fiscus.
That's right.
Did not enjoy my sleeping in. But yeah, that's how I would be woken up on a Saturday morning in the Fiscus household in the 1980s. Okay, moving on.
I bet that vacuum weighed 50 pounds.
Oh, every bit of it.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
They were metal.
That Electrolux made those. And they were a Swedish suction machine.
Well, I mean, it literally looked. It was. I mean, it looked and was built like a Volkswagen Beetle, like the front of it.
Yeah.
Looked, I mean, it was.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I mean, back in the days before plastic became what most things were made of. I mean, this was metal and everything, and you just do a number on a wall or a door.
Yeah.
I think next time I go to Dad's house, I'm gonna take a picture of the bottom of that door just to see if there's any remnants of that vacuum.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah, it's splintered. I bet.
Oh, it would have to be. All right. Others that did not make the cut. There are three others. Unloading groceries. I don't mind carrying them in. Putting them away is a task. But again, in the grand scheme of the 25, it's whatever. It was here or there.
And like Say is asking there, which we talked about. So the difference between taking the trash cans to the curb versus gathering the trash from all the cans in the house. So kind of like that with groceries too. Like bringing them in, like literally just sitting them down on the counter or unloading them.
Of course, bringing them in is like a game, and I'm sure this is not just a me thing. I think it's a man thing.
Say the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, can I get them all in one trip? Can I hang 3 bags off each finger?
Oh yeah.
I call it grocery arm Jenga. That's what it is.
I don't want to make 2 trips.
What did our dads do back when everything was the paper bag? They couldn't do that.
No, I guess they'd just bear hug all the bags and bring them in. Of course, you weren't going to the grocery. I mean, you had 2 grocery stores, like in my case in Sardinia, you had 2 grocery stores in walking distance. I mean, you weren't going and getting big loads of groceries. You were going as you needed them, so you may have 2 bags, let's say.
Yeah.
It's a different time.
Different times.
That, again, our children would not understand. All right. Next one did not make the cut, changing sheets.
Oh, God, I hate that.
That's
Well,
what you say is dander up there.
Well, again, it's a much easier job with two people. It's doable with one, but it doesn't put you out physically. It's annoying. All right, you
So
beg to
where
differ.
Yes,
I don't
where
know.
Todd has his lower back postulate, I've got a bum shoulder, and to like stretch it with my left arm and hold it with my right, when I extend my left, my bum shoulder starts hurting. So sheathing is not. No, I do not like it.
Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't like any of these things.
Well, and again, I think when you see the ones that are on here,
Okay.
so you had a good point there, Eric, and I was kind of thinking that too. I can't remember our schedule of grocery shopping, but I think also it depended on the demographic where you were. But I can remember distinctly. I thought it seemed like my mom went grocery shopping, kind of like what Eric said, like here and there. I don't remember just like giant grocery shopping trips, but I had friends also same age as me. I can remember one particular my cousin growing up, like his mom went to Biggs every weekend, like Saturday. That was the day, and it was the whole car was full. So I really do think it can matter, like where you did your shopping. That probably determined the frequency of it and how many people you had in your household, that kind of thing. You know.
Well, Todd, you are about 6-ish years younger than us. Something along those lines, 5 or 6. But in that 5 or 6 years, the grocery experience in Sardinia changed.
Yeah.
Like Brady and I can remember having, it was Mal's Super Value, then became Martin's, right next to Luther Yaki's Hardware on one side of the street, and you had the Dots Food Mart on the other side, Foster's, and we had both right there in walking distance in town. Do you remember that?
No.
See, and again, it's just that things changed in that 6 years.
Yeah. I don't remember that. I mean, I hear tell of it.
Yeah. And actually, the grocery store where it moved, Martin's, became closer to where you were than where we were.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
All right. So the final one that did not make the cut, and I will preface this by saying I hate this job. I hate both sides of this job. But the real conundrum in my mind with this particular job is I don't know where everything goes because I did not decide the order of the universe in the house, and that is unloading the dishwasher. Because it seems like the wife changes where certain things go periodically. And I would take things out, put them where I used to think they went. No, they don't go there anymore. No. Well, now I can't find it. Well, why did you put it there? Well, you didn't put out the bulletin saying that you changed the order of operations in the house.
There is no memorandum.
Exactly. So unloading the dishwasher.
Go in the drawer, not in the vase.
Right. So unloading the dishwasher, as annoying as it is, becomes much more annoying because you don't know where things go.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to comment on Kirsten's comment. She said hello, Kirsten. My mom always bought our vacuums from the vacuum salesman that went door to door. I remember hearing of those. I never experienced that.
I saw on the Buford community Facebook page, there's a Kirby vacuum salesman going door to door in Buford.
What?
Has not reached my house yet.
That's a serial killer, folks. Don't let him in your house.
Right. Well, speaking of comments, we have several comments. Let's see. Let's scroll back up. John Barney is with us. Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Says, my wife forgot to get French fries at the Kroger's this evening. Messed up my burger experience. Gotta hate that.
Yeah. See, now if you had to go back and get those, would that be considered a chore?
No, I don't think so.
That's a quest.
But I was going by what Brady, like going and getting buns, he said is a chore. I don't know that that's a chore, but an annoyance, like you said earlier. I think you said.
Here's the difference between a quest and a chore. When it's something I want to eat, it's a quest. If I'm doing it for somebody else that I don't want it, it's a chore.
It's a chore. And Celia with her comment about the trash, difference between taking the trash cans to the curb versus gathering the trash from all the cans in the house. No one wants to do the chore, correct? Samantha's with us. Hello, Samantha.
For some reason, hey, Richard.
Richard is with us.
Richard.
Yes.
I was reading Celia's comment there about her mom's Electrolux, and for some reason, I read it in like boogers. I thought I was looking at my mom's old Electrolux, but that's back in Ohio.
What are you looking at, nerd? One of the greatest movie lines.
I had
ever.
forgotten about that line, and I don't know why when I read that, I instantly thought of that.
Do you want to tell what the real line is for those who don't know?
I'll let Brady say it. That's something.
Oh, you're just gonna watch me squirm. So in
Squeam.
the movie, squeam. In the movie Revenge of the Nerds, one of the low-key best lines of the whole movie is Booger is in the front yard of their new
Boogers in the front yard.
house.
Boogers in the front yard.
And Stan Gable and Betty Childs are on Stan's motorcycle, and they stop and stare at him, and Booger's just looking at him, and he goes, "What are you looking at, nerd?" And he said, "Well, I thought it was my grandma's douchebag, but then I realized it was back in Ohio." And it's I don't know why it's so funny, but all these years, that's one of the top 3 most quotable quotes from that movie.
Well, and I have no idea why that comment reminded me of that. That's instantly what I thought of. Mom's Electrolux.
Now, some people would ice their wounds with such things, but
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Slow burn.
slow burn. Yeah. Karen, welcome, Karen.
Karen.
She mentions the
Karen.
Kirby sweeper.
Kirby. I'm sweeping my Kirby.
Talking about bringing grocery bags in. John Barney uses his forearm to make it in one
Oh
trip.
yeah.
Talk about a quest. Especially if it's raining. You got to get them all balanced. And then you put the grape bag twixt your teeth. And then, that's how you do it.
Makes me shiver. So Celia takes offense to changing sheets on their bed.
I knew that would get her dander up.
Are you always recruited to help with that, or does she do it?
I try not to be, but if I'm around, she'll grab me every once in a while. But here's what I get often. I'm not doing it right, so just go. You're making it worse.
See, now that is the male do things poorly and you'll get out of it.
Well, I don't do it on purpose. I just
All right.
I think subconsciously you are.
I had a set of bed sheets. And I'm sorry, I'm not being crass, but there's only one way I can describe it. Instead of being just the regular fitted sheets, it's got like a jock strap that goes underneath the corner. And those are the worst because you not only have to get the fitted sheet around, then you got to put the strap under the corner, and that always adds time to it.
yeah. Well, you gotta have the strap.
Yeah.
That is the garter belt of the bed. Is that what that thing is? It's those things that our grandpas used to wear when they to hold their socks up.
I would rather go sockless, which I do, than wear one of those things, man.
Yeah, I always thought that's a good way to get your leg hair caught in the metal clasp.
What's a good way to get circulation to your legs cut off? You got blue feet at the end because you're just trying to keep your socks up.
Does anybody still wear those?
God, no, surely not.
There's one particular thing that makes me think of. Can you two guess maybe what that is? It's a scene from a movie.
Bachelor party?
No.
I don't know.
No.
One of the grandpas in 16 Candles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I know
So
what
was
you're
that
talking
before elastic or what? What was up with those things?
Well, people used to darn their socks, so I'm sure they had to wear
I'd
them
say
after
darn it,
they
a lot
had
if I had
the
to wear one
elastic.
of those.
After the elastic had gone out, you needed something to keep him up.
I would rather run a fishing line up the back of my leg and hook it to my underwear, just tie it through a hole, than have that circulation cutting thing
You
on.
couldn't go sockless in those penny loafers and stuff they used to wear.
No.
Tear your damn feet up.
Yeah. Need a good pair of Esperadillas like Sonny Crockett. And
Imagine trying to get those things off in a hurry, and you let loose one of them, and it twangs back and hits you in the damn pinky toe, lights your life up.
worse yet, where it hits you in the grapes when it goes up. That would not be good.
The grapes.
Well, or in Brady's case, when it goes down.
He's probably stepping on him before he gets his shoe off.
We're all about
think we got
painting
a
images
bracket
in your
to
head.
get to.
We're all about painting images in your head, folks.
Right. So Richard mentions making the bed. Richard, that actually did not even make the list of 25 because, as I will maintain, making the bed is the most useless exercise in this entire world.
Well, I have a couple. There's a couple I'm looking at on this bracket where I have a couple of that same argument. So that'll come up later for sure.
It's argued that if you're in a funk, that if you make your bed every morning, you've accomplished the first thing that you set out to do.
There's actually a very famous book. I think it's written by a general, or Make Your Bed, or something like that. I've read it. Yeah.
Okay,
Still
so
make my bed, but
I get up and I pee. I've accomplished that. I don't need to make my bed.
it's good
Well,
to
so
do
that's
that
gonna
before
happen
you,
whether you
or
try
after
or
you get
not.
up, yeah.
It's going to happen. Just where it happens.
So
If
there's
you
definitely a
change the
difference
rubric to
between
its location.
there's definitely a difference between darn these socks and damn these socks.
Yes. No, I don't. To me, that is poppycock and balderdash. Making beds. I accomplished the first thing I did today. Do you ever go to school and say, hey, I made my bed today? Accomplished my first thing
Actually,
today.
what I've done is I made my bed. There's no sense of doing anything else today. I've already accomplished everything I set out to do.
I'm done.
there
I'm
you
batting
go.
1,000. Day
I'm
over.
back, now I'm back in bed, just laying on the top of it now.
Yeah, why should you do anything? Yeah, exactly. Just stop. You're batting 1,000. It makes you less of a productive human being because that's the mindset. I've done everything I need to do today. I made my bed. All right, so Miss Wilson, welcome. Said her dad brought groceries home on Saturday night in a huge box, and then her brothers and her took the box and turned it into a rocket, a car, or whatever.
Nice. See, that's the good old days.
Indeed.
I could 3 weeks in a refrigerator box, and I would if we ever got a big appliance or something like that, that refrigerator box became my world and play set.
But look how also you could use everything back then. Even when we go back to the brown paper bags at grocery shop, you could turn those things into a turkey. You could turn them into a Pocahontas dress. You could turn them
cut
into
the arms, and you could make a robot square.
Right. You could do
Yeah. How many school crafts did you make using just the paper bag?
Right.
Lots.
Exactly.
I remember. I think the historian will tell me if I've brought this up before, but I can remember for Halloween, my cousin and I, we were big Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans. Don't judge our parents; they didn't know we were watching it probably. I can remember making an entire chainsaw, a whole damn chainsaw, out of a Nike shoebox and cardboard.
Nice.
I mean, the shoebox was the body of it. You put you a handle. You put a nice cardboard loop. You duct tape it to make it look metal. You do the same thing with your blade. You duct tape that to make it look metal. You draw on your teeth with a marker. You had an entire chainsaw.
Nice.
And here's the thing,
That's nice.
right? We did the same thing with Freddy gloves. We took the old brown gloves. We cut our own blades out of cardboard. We put aluminum foil on them.
Yep.
That's the way you lived. And I can remember going to the store when it first came out with the Freddy gloves. And I'm like, ours actually looked better. than those, and the chainsaws are always cheap and chintzy. They're not even like they're barely even 3D. They're almost just like a flat. Like those things
like
are
a
real
poster.
chainsaws, right?
All right, John, welcome. Says he's a superhero. He can carry $100 worth of groceries in one hand. What would you call that? Super Captain Kroger. Could carry my $100. Well, $100 of groceries isn't much anymore.
I was gonna say a price now. You get you a stick of gum, some peanut butter, and a jar of sardines.
Patty.
Sardines.
Awesome.
Several mentioned here book covers. Karen mentioned book covers. Miss Wilson mentioned book covers. John also. So with this comment from Kirsten, she said, Darren, her husband always jokes around and asks me to darn his socks. No thanks. I have a challenge for our audience. First of all, I challenge you to tell me if any of you have ever darned a sock.
Or damned a sock.
Well, I've damned a sock because I couldn't get it on, but
Wet socks. We've had this conversation before.
oh yeah, exactly.
There's nothing worse.
If none of you have darned a sock, I challenge you to find someone before our next episode who has darned a sock, and I want you to
Under
report
the
back.
age of 55 or 60. No, under the age of 80.
I'm not even going to put an age on it. Find someone in your life who has darned a sock, because it's a lost art.
I mean, my dad
and
is.
We need to celebrate these people.
My dad is. He'll be. Speaking of which, my mom's birthday was yesterday. My mom. Yes,
Birthday,
my mom,
Sandy.
My mom turned. She probably want me to say that. But anyway, I was so happy birthday, Mom. Love you. But my dad is. Well, he doesn't care. He'll be 80. He'll be 80 in this month, and I don't think he ever darned a sock. So I mean, you got to go back pretty far for sock darning.
Well, that challenge did not take long. Savannah has darned a sock, taught by her mother. And Laura, welcome, Laura. She has darned socks.
Can I tell on myself? I repaired ripped pants in school last week. It was jeans week, and I have my favorite pair of jeans. I cut on something sharp right on the inside of the leg, like about 4 inches, and I didn't realize. I thought I put them in the no school pile, and they were in the school pile, and I did not realize I'd worn them until I got to school, and I bogarted some needle and thread from the office, and I fixed my rip like Rambo fixing his arm in First Blood, and I got it done, man.
You bogarted. Isn't that MacGyvered? Isn't that the newer reference to that?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Tammy says her grandmother used to darn socks, and that knot in the sock drove me crazy. And that I had a flashback. I had dress socks as a ute that had those like knots in the toe, in the big toe, and it was annoying. Am I the only one?
What was it again?
I had dress socks, a toe knot. Yes, it's like where they put the sock together and they sewed it. There was a knot of yarn or material there in the big toe, and when you put your toe in the shoe, that knot would push up against the side of or the front of your
Valley
shoe.
meat.
I think toe valley. I think I don't know that I've had that, but I will say your feet, like a foot has to be one of the most sensitive because it will feel like you have a freaking boulder in your foot, in your shoe, in your sock. And I'll go down, it'll literally be the tiniest little, like, just a little ball of lint, and it was driving me nuts. And I felt like I was walking on a BB or a pellet.
To Lego. Have you ever, this has only happened to me once, and I never wish to repeat it again. I got a new pair of socks, and it had that little plastic thing that keeps them together, and you didn't realize I was still in there, and you go to put it on, and it hits you right in the toe valley meat, and it does this with that plastic thing. Oh, it's horrible.
The Toe Valley of the Dolls. I remember that movie, Brady, like it was yesterday. So, well, there's another body part that's that way. I don't mean to get gross, But
Here we go.
no, it's not. It's nothing. Your ear. Like, if you ever get like just a I don't know, a scratch in your ear, like something like that, and you'll think, my gosh, I have a freaking like Rolade in my ear. Like it's like I'm gonna pull a Fruit Loop out of my ear, and it'll be like one little fleck of skin or something that was bothering you. But it feels huge in your ear. Like it's. I think your foot and your ear are that both that way. But I've like gotten so mad I took my shoe off, my sock off. I'm like, what is in my? There's something in this. There's a mouse in my sock or something.
Yeah, and you're taking your shoe and you're dumping it.
And it'll be like the tip of a pencil lead or something that felt like it was.
I think the strangest thing I've ever pulled out of my shoe is a piece of Captain Crunch. The dog had carried it and it like dropped out of the dog's mouth, and I put my foot in there and just went ow, and it was a piece of Captain Crunch.
Okay, so on that note, probably the worst situation I've had dealing with something like that, refereeing on those turf fields, and they have those rubber pellets, and the rubber pellets get down in your shoes. And there's no avenue during the game to get your shoe off and dump that. So you're running for tens of minutes with these pellets in your shoe and on your foot, and it's awful.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think back in the day, people were not as tender-footed. I'm very tender-footed. I don't even want.
I've always been
walking on gravel and bare feet. I don't know how people do that.
Man. The pool at St. Augustine where we always went, it had a cobblestone deck, like small cobbles, not the large ones, but
small
like,
cabos.
Oh, good gosh, man! Like I said, that was like walking on a beach of Legos, and it toughened your feet up, man.
I hear growing up, you go over to your friend's house and they'd be just running around the whole backyard with barefoot, stepping in dog shit and glass and gravel and everything like that. And I like most of the time, I'll be honest, my shoes are like the last thing that comes off. Like, when I go to bed, like my shoes come off then typically, because I'm very tender-toed. And although I've been trying the last couple of years to tough them up a little bit, like I'll walk out to get the mail or something on the blacktop, as long as the blacktop's not too hot, in the concrete. But I don't know how people walk. I don't know how people walk in gravel, and I don't even like grass. A blade of grass feels like it might as well be 1,000 shark teeth just chewing my heels.
So I don't know if you all are this way, but you're talking about stepping on little tiny things when you're bare feet. If I walk around the house and I step on, and it could be just something minuscule, like you said, just a little tiny pebble, and it hits the right part of my foot, I'm like that thing that character that has the string, and you press the bottom of the platform and it goes like my whole body just shrinks and falls.
Oh, yeah.
Like you have no bones.
Yes, exactly.
And there's nothing worse than when you do that and you have to take a leak. I mean, you almost just want to lay there in a puddle and just do it right there and cry. You have no will to go on, like going to the
I
toilet.
felt that way when I stepped on Ridge's miniature triceratops when he was about 3. I wanted somebody just to put me down right there. I just end it, please.
Have you ever stubbed your toe on it? Well, I've told this story many times. My dad was a toe stubbing king. I mean, he stubbed his toe. It seemed like daily when we were growing up. And but have you ever stubbed? A few times. My dad doesn't curse much, but I remember a few times. Yeah, it damn near ruined Christmas morning because he'd always stub his toe, and then he's hurt and mad, and you're like, oh my gosh, here we go.
Becky's like that too. She'll hurt her feet all the time. Her toes.
Have you ever stubbed your toe so aggressively and so pinpointed that you literally put like the leg of a chair in a toe lock? Like it literally goes like right between your have you ever done that?
Right in the toe valley meat. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, there's no meat. It's just bone to metal. Where you actually you ever stub your toe so hard you hear it? You hear toe knuckle hitting solid or snapping. You ever snapped your toe like cracking a knuckle, but you hit something with your toe and it cracks?
I have done that.
Gosh,
I thought I broke it. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
And then you do the inhale through the teeth thing. That.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got it. Have you ever stubbed your toe and you grimace and then it actually doesn't hurt? You ever done that before? You're like, oh, like it's like your brain tells you shouldn't be hurt, and then you're like, that actually didn't hurt. I just nicked it.
Yeah. Or usually it comes with a cuss word, and then you think,
yeah.
well, why did I say that? It didn't even hurt. Usually, though, that's reserved for me hitting my head.
Yeah. Oh,
Even just hitting my head very slightly just infuriates me.
it does me too. Or your nose. Ah.
Of course, then you'd be crying, but
Right. I hate getting hit in the nose.
Wow. Try getting-
all right.
Even thinking about right now somebody getting hit in the nose makes me cringe. All right, we're an hour in. You want to get this bracket started?
we got a few more comments here. Kathy Kennedy, welcome. She is darn socks. Savannah talking about things in your ear, dog hair in your ear. I can't say I've ever had dog hair in my ear, but so Miss Wilson's mother has darn socks, but she had 9 kids. Necessity reminds me that one of my older brothers went to school barefoot when the teacher asked him why. He said there were 5 boys and it wasn't his day to wear the shoes. Yeah. Let's see. Laura's fractured her pinky toe before, which I'm sure is painful.
Yeah.
Kirsten, have you ever had something from the freezer fall out and fall on your toe? Darren swears I'm
Found
the
a
only person.
frozen hamburger right on top of my toe. Like the top of my foot was blackened. It's like I went around with Mike Tyson. Gosh, that hurt.
I don't think I have frozen, but I had. Say, correct me if I'm wrong. I think at our very first house, we across. You remember our first house?
Yeah.
And she had a big I don't know what else you'd call it other than like a cake candle. Like it was just one of those great big round candles.
In the crock.
Well, it was in like it wasn't in like what it was in like a almost like a dish, like a flat. It was like a flat.
Oh yeah.
And anyway, that thing fell and landed like perpendicular edge of that cake thing on my toe. Like to drove it through the damn floor.
Was colorful language used?
Oh yeah.
Heard the Sardinia police showed up thinking someone had
Freaking Gus Beam heard me.
brought the hearse up.
What?
Gus Beam heard him and brought the hearse up. For those of you who don't know, Gus Beam was the funeral director in town.
Right. What a legend. What a damn legend.
Definitely.
I mean, he was gone before my time, I think. I mean, you just
Was
always
he?
heard about him. How were people so legendary back then? We're not going to be that legendary.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I guess there were less people. That's one thing they had going for them.
Well, of course, we talked about before everyone had a nickname. Maybe that's why we're not legendary. We don't have nicknames.
How did he not have Gus the Dream Beam?
Maybe he did.
Hakeem Olajuwon in like a word.
You don't remember Gus Beam?
I mean, I don't remember seeing him. I don't remember
I know
I don't
his
remember him
name
being
was never-
alive.
Brady, you don't remember him?
I can't say I did. He was just always one of those legends. I think I was too young.
Maybe just because I always played wiffle ball in his backyard. Maybe that's why I knew of him.
I did a few times. Hit it on the green monster.
Yeah.
But should we get this back on the pathway, gentlemen?
Gus Beam and Sid Bream, baby.
Gus Beam, Sid Bream, and Akeem.
All right, you guys are really going to like this bracket. We promise you.
Yes.
Yes.
Now that we're finally to it.
Right. So, if you have any issues with the seeding, talk to the Seedmeister.
That's what I was going to say now. To reserve your judgment of what was left out of the bracket until we get through the bracket.
Right, yeah. So 1 seed versus 16 seed.
Now, again, the methodology, 1 seed is, in my mind, the most onerous task in the whole list of 16 that we'll hear about here.
Right, and what you're voting on, again, is the worst of the two. Each matchup,
you don't want to do.
Yeah, you're picking the one you would least like to. That's a good way to put it, Brady, that you would least like to do. Number 1 seed, cleaning gutters. Number 16 seed, setting or clearing the table, the dinner table. So 16,
okay.
1 seed, cleaning the gutters. And when we say cleaning, we mean cleaning them out, not like washing them.
Scooping your hand in the filth and smelling the
and
planty nasties.
And again, I will speak to methodology here. With cleaning gutters, there are many things at play. Again, as Brady said, scooping your hands into the filth. You're up on a ladder. You know, the
precariously sometimes.
Yes, because you're leaning and you're. So the great possibility that you will either break your back or your neck is in play the whole time.
Right,
hopefully there's not a gutter snake up there.
I was saying you could scoop out a mouse carcass, at the very least a big old bulbous granddaddy long leg body.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
So
1 seed, cleaning gutters. 16 seed, setting or clearing the dinner table.
I mean, it's a chore, yes. You know, it's not fun, but compared to the gutterage, because it's a double job. Because not only do you have to scoop the filth out, then you have to throw it down, let it dry a minute in the sun, then you got to pick it back up and throw it in the garbage. But it's a double whammy.
So you don't put the garbage can underneath you?
Why do you got to let it dry?
Because then it just weighs down and then sometimes the Rumpke guys, they don't like dealing with, you know, garbage cans full of leafage. That's really against the code. So
I think this is going to be a pretty dominant matchup here. To be honest.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to say I am not going to cast a vote because you already have my vote cast because I seeded the brackets.
That's a good
right. That's a good point.
Right.
The only way that the clearing the table would come even close, and it's not even close, but the only thing that even make it a debate is if somebody's eating fist, and I had to clean it up, and I don't like the smell. If there's any kind of seafood, no harish for me if it's really stinky, because I'm the person, I cook it, but I don't eat it. So, yeah.
What's the name of that fish? The fermented fish.
Oh, surströmming.
What was the ones that Brady always sends the video of? The guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are.
Does
great.
anyone actually like that, or do people just think is it just a novelty?
I guess Scandinavians like it, don't they?
Oh, I mean, it was a way to survive back then. It's probably like haggis in Scotland. That's how they lived, and it just got passed down. And some people yearn for the old times. But
yeah,
we got to get a can of that sometime, just amongst us, just to not to eat it, but just to see how bad it really stinks.
See, I'd rather eat it than smell it.
You want to see us do that?
There's got to be a midway point. I mean, you guys won't even eat cottage cheese, and yet we're going to bring that shit in and eat it. I mean,
no, I'm not going to eat it. I just want to see what it smells like.
Let's start with some ham salad or something like that you guys won't eat. All right, so cleaning gutters is running away with it. We should go ahead and put it in. We do have one. I believe Lynn. Hey, Lynn. I believe it's Lynn.
Yeah, she said, cleaning up after supper. Growing up, I'm one of 12 kids cleaning up, especially after Thanksgiving was horrible. Hate cleaning up after meals.
And again, it's your situation. I mean, that's you know,
that's a
that
big
makes
table.
sense.
So, is that your vote? I mean, you rather clean the gutters than clean the table? I mean, or is that just an explanation? Yeah. Which I understand.
She put old clearing up after supper, so I think that's her vote.
Oh, that's her vote.
All right. We have the always competitive 8-9 matchup.
No, it's always a toss-up.
Cleaning toilets, changing closets. And I assume that means like
Changing closets for the season. So you're
yeah.
taking your winter clothes out of the closet and putting your spring, summer clothes in.
Yeah.
That used to be a bigger deal for me, but since my place of employment is very, very well air conditioned, I usually have to wear sleeves because, like, in our cafetorium, you can hang meat from the ceiling. It's really cold, and it stays, But that being said, cleaning a toilet can be foul. When kids were when I way littler, like we're right past potty training, and we're still not very dependent. Is when it was a big deal just to get it in the can, but then flushing it. So they would forget about it for 3 or 4 hours, and it's marinated in the toilet. You got a bowl full of stink pee, and that's horrible. Then you have to get the toilet duck out and put it around the bowl, and then get the scrubber. Ugh.
Toilet duck.
Yeah. It used to be a brand, but it's those things that the toilet bowl cleaner that has the bent nozzle. They're called toilet ducks.
I thought they all had bent nozzles anymore.
Yeah, toilet duck was the first. So sort of like Jello. It's all toilet duck to me.
like that swan from that video I sent you yesterday.
Okay, so let's talk about this also in the way that one of them is a much more intense, longer, harder, more physical. What do you want? More physical requirement, and that is not
Yes.
cleaning the toilets.
Correct.
Cleaning the toilet, I mean, there's a technique. You duck it, you walk away for about 10 minutes, and then after it's broken down the crud, then you swipe and flush.
Then you throw the duck away. Use a new duck every day. Every time you clean.
Man, it's just, yeah, but the closet changing I used to hate, and I still do it to degrees. So I have to get my tub of sweaters out soon. It's supposed to be 39 degrees Thursday.
Rub-a-dub-dub, here comes Brady's sweater tub. I have a sweater tub. I'm going to go with changing closets.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't even like when we built this house, like we were so excited about having we have a pretty sizable walk-in closet, and I hate cleaning that thing. I hate doing anything with it. I much prefer the old days of just a row of your clothes to look at. And that's it. You look at the row, you choose. You look down below the row, you choose your shoes. That's how it ought to be. But yeah, so I'm going with changing closets over cleaning toilets.
You might have swayed me, Todd, because cleaning the toilet is quick. It's not real time intensive.
Fairbairn and his toilet.
The historian is still in the house, man. I had to hit him up the other day with as soon as Fairbairn hit that field goal, I just all caps, Fairbairn.
So what were the seeds again?
Oh, the
8, 9.
seed. 8 was cleaning toilets, and 9 was changing closets.
So I'll gripe about my own seeding. I probably should have seeded or cleaned closets higher than toilets.
I don't know.
I don't know because just a toilet has the connotation is negative to begin with. So I think you seeded it correctly.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people, it's just that few minutes of ick bothers them more than that 4 hours of strain.
Solid message. Yeah, I you know what? I think I'm still gonna. Oh man, I'm having a hard time here. I think I'm gonna go closets. I think I am.
don't you go closet? I think closet's winning, actually.
It is. Karen
It is.
Enlow voted toilets, but I think she's the only one voted toilets, I think.
You've swayed me. Now, in a house full of people with the stomach flu, that might get a little bit, but that's a rarity.
Yeah. All right. So let it be written.
So let it be
So
said.
let it be said. So saith the shepherd.
So saith the flock. Pelican snot.
All right. Number 4 seed. Christmas decorations. Now, Eric, I'll let you explain this one. Go ahead.
Putting up and or taking down said Christmas decorations. And I took that to mean inside and outside.
Oh,
Yeah, because there's a difference.
Yeah.
there is.
Well, and now, I don't know why. Actually, Steve might correct me. I don't know if we bought any or not, but I've been wanting to for years now. There's no battle quite like trying to stuff the damn Christmas tree back in the Christmas tree box. That's
true.
got 3.5 rolls of duct tape holding it together. It's got.
Get you a tree body bag. I've got
that's
a body
what I'm
bag.
saying.
for
The
my
body
tree.
bags, or now they have like basically the big like containers, the you know what I mean, like the portable container now that you put your tree in. That's the only way to go. But then it weighs about 175 pounds.
I have not disassembled a tree in 20 years probably.
Really?
We carry our tree downstairs assembled and bring it back upstairs assembled.
Nice.
Do not take it apart.
Do you throw a sheet or something over it in the off season?
No, it just sits down there
just
under
sits
the
down there?
stairs. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's a good way to do it.
Subterranean Tenenbaum.
Yes. The positive about having a basement. Now, if I didn't have a basement, I probably would have to take it apart. But
Yeah.
now I'm a little bit of a bah humbug, so I think it's why I seated Christmas decorations so high. I'm sure a lot of people probably enjoy doing that. I do not.
And it's not the bah humbug. I just don't enjoy it. It's not bah humbuggery. It just overwhelms me. Like the visual aspect and trying to get the right, it just stresses me out. A little bit of an artist soul there.
I'm
I
very
guess.
anal when it comes to the Christmas tree. So I usually that's another
Painful.
that's another job that I typically get ran off. I used to be in charge of helping. Like I was a big tree decorator, but now I'm so picky now. And like I look at it from all angles, and if I see a hole, it bothers me. Like a hole, where there's no
Ornament.
branches or ornaments, and so I've taken all the enjoyment, folks, out of decorating a tree. So now I kind of just stay out of the way. I bring them up the stairs sometimes and help and do that, but I don't.
We're fixating because we're talking about the tree, and that's the least of the worries. Hanging the darn lights and the garlands and the mistletoes and the wreaths and all that kind of stuff. Don't like hammering. Don't like stapling. Don't like it.
So, speaking of Christmas tree decorations, at what point in time did the icicles go away?
When pets started swallowing them and they would fart tinsels and they would have to go to the vet to get them extracted, they were very dangerous.
How do
for
you
dogs
how
and
do you
cats.
fart a tinsel?
Very carefully, evidently, according to a veterinarian. So where they would end up looking like a party favor if they gas, it'd be like. But no, because it was metal, it would be like to their delicate innards. So I think that's why those. Are you talking about the little dangly tinsel?
Yeah.
I think that, and they're messy. And then
Yeah,
not only that, when you
but by
sweep them
gosh,
up, they
though.
get stuck in the rollers.
They are a nuisance, but my gosh, that was Christmas, man. I mean, that
Yeah. I remember my aunt had angel hair. And it was like a fiberglass fluffy cloud looking. And I couldn't wrap my 5-year-old head around it to not touch it because it was made out of fiberglass, and you could cut your hands because it was glass, like ribbonry.
Fiber.
Yeah.
Fiber in my mouth.
Bebeth.
Well, and this is a whole new topic, and we'll don't worry, folks. We'll have a Christmas episode, probably a couple holiday episodes this year. But is it something about when you just get older, or is it when your kids get older that Christmas doesn't seem like Christmas anymore?
Agreed.
Like right down to it seems to go quicker, which I get. Like, you know, I always tend to remember it being cold and snowy during Christmas, but when you look back, it actually hasn't been. There's been very few white Christmases, but at least it always seemed like it to me. But like, how many Christmases do we have now where it'll be 70 degrees and?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, how many Christmases have we had lately that have been warmer than Easter?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Magnetic poles are shifting.
But it's like, the old, not only the icicles, the garters. Is it garters? Not garters. What's it?
Garland.
Garters. They don't hang garters around the tree anymore.
That's a different kind of tree.
That would be like the leg for Christmas Story is the only one that would qualify.
That's a whole new meaning to a tree skirt right there. Garland. You don't hang garland. I mean, we never did like popcorn. I always thought that was kind of silly. No offense to you guys that if you did popcorn, but we did do like I remember the little beads around the tree, like those silver beads or red beads, gold beads.
Yeah. And then I remember in 6th grade, my dog Odie, there was some antique gingerbread ornaments that my grandma had made, and he made them all amputees. He ate the legs off every single one of them because they had icing on it.
Odie was a menace.
He was not a menace.
And he probably walked around the house farting after
He's a
that
psychopath.
Too. But after he ate the cheese ball.
All right. You know what? I didn't even get to the next. I didn't even get to the
Christmas versus
the 4-seed Christmas decorations versus, and I quote, the 13-seed picking up dog shit.
All right, methodology. Obviously, picking that up is not a good chore to have to do, and quite honestly, not something I've ever done. But
there is a technique to do it correctly, but it takes a little bit of patience of everybody around. So if you have a really nasty, real up-in-your-face neighbor, but there's been times where it's like in the morning on the way to school, if it's on the borderland between my property and the neighbors, if I let it sit out in the sun and it dries, it's much easier to get with a Kroger bag. But if you have to get a fresh loaf and put it in the bag, it's unpleasant all the way around. But, okay, I got to go there because I almost sent you guys this. So there was an Instagram reel lamenting, like he made a reference to younger people about a white dog turd. They're like, what are you talking about? They don't exist anymore. The white dog poop that we remember from kids, and it was in like Step Brothers and all that kind of stuff. They used to put bone meal in dog food. So after the rain washed away the brown feces, the bone meal was left, and that's what the white dog poop was. Well, they found out that that's not good for dog systems, so they no longer put the bone meal in there.
Okay,
so now
hold on.
You know.
Hold on. So then why did the white dog poop stink if you broke it? If it was just bone meal?
I'm not saying it wasn't multi-layered. I'm just saying that when the exo poop got washed away by the rain, and there was the white, I'm not still saying there's not a...
See, I never took it as getting washed away by the rain. I took it as baking in the sun.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But it's got to do about the bone meal, and I learned that yesterday, but I got busy and didn't send it to y'all because it was fascinating.
I hadn't even thought of white dog poop for years until there.
Yeah.
We've talked
Yeah.
about white dog poop on this program before.
Caucasian dog poop had not even ran across my mind in forever. And I certainly don't remember breaking it.
Yeah.
Eric.
You never.
What, was it,
no,
was it,
no, wait,
was it
no,
just
no,
a
no.
game? Like you just
No,
guys broke
no,
it apart
no.
to see if
No,
it
you
smelled
accidentally stepped on it.
Oh.
Like
Well,
usually,
It was kind of
usually,
like you were stepping on a powdered donut with a not so
depends-
pleasant center.
good. It depends on how
Right.
white it was.
Well,
if you're
but
talking like white through and through, like down to the core.
but I mean, if the loaf had been freshly laid, you could smell it. If it were white, you could not smell it, and then you stepped on it, and then you did smell it.
Right, but I still think that there's some timing involved. If it's white on the, if the epidermis is white, but beneath the top layer is still
Would it be
still
an epidermis?
right. But I think after a while, it gets white through and through. Like it's
Fair
just as white on the outside as it is the inside.
But it still stanks if you break it.
I think once it gets to that point, it doesn't. I mean, frozen dog poop doesn't stink, but put it in the microwave for a few seconds, and it'll start to stink again. So like the stink can come and go.
Have you ever put frozen dog poop in the
No,
microwave?
but I've taken a frozen dog turd to the cheek. I've talked about
Now-
my
Now,
I've told the story about our frozen dog turd fights back in the day and waiting for the bus. That was back when it actually froze over and you could have a good dog turd fight. You can't now. Now you need gloves and a spatula to have a dog food fight.
you picked up frozen dog poop and threw it at
Oh
somebody?
yeah, we used to wing it at each other. Yeah. I tell you what, you haven't.
How
man,
many dog poops have you had wung at you?
Lots.
Hundreds.
Back in the day. My cousin, like I said, we would have frozen dog poop fights all the time. We were kids. I mean, here's the thing though: you could get hit by a brick of frozen dog poop, and it wouldn't leave a stain. It wouldn't break. It wouldn't even break apart. It was just like a rock.
So, when those like minus 25 wind chill days, and I apologize, I don't think this is pushing TV-14, but I call it a stalagmite because the dog is poop and it freezes in an upward. You know, it freezes so fast that it's straight up, and I always called it a stalagmite because, yeah.
Take one of those and chuck it at somebody one time, and they'll
That's a felony, isn't it?
You put an eye out like that.
well, you would, yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm talking about days where like literally the only part of you that was uncovered was your eyes. Like you had like a toboggan on. You had your scarf was up to your nose. Like it was just your eyes.
Or you had the ski mask.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully your nose was covered.
All right, so we got votes. It's like a couple dog poo votes. Now, Kirsten says one of her dogs has white poo from time to time. So maybe
Do you know what the time is? Like, is it? I mean, like, is it like a?
What's the time? It's time to get hell.
Is it like after a certain
After a
food,
certain
or-
meal or something? Yeah.
does that meal contain bone meal?
Yeah. So, I think I think I'm so immune to dog poo picking, but it's gonna make me sound like a horrible dead inside person if I pick dog poo over Christmas, like being less stressful. But it is. It is.
Does this
I don't
go?
have to think about picking up dog poop.
Does this go into the same category as the cleaning tools versus changing, like the time consumption part of it?
Yes.
I think so. That was the methodology.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm gonna say that I think the more stressful and chore like is the Christmas stuff. That makes
I seeded it that way well above the dog poo, even though again I've never done it, but it doesn't seem like something that is much of a chore. It's nasty, but I mean it's not. Kirsten's still explaining her dog's bowel movements. It's really hard and white.
Well, give it to Eric.
Hey.
Give it to Eric to break. He'll break it for you, and he'll give you a
Does it
smell.
stink?
Yeah, does it stink when you break it?
I bet Kirsten. I bet your dog has consumed like a literal bone, like it's gnawing on a bone. I bet that's what it is.
This is us trying to get Eric pumped up so he can break it. Break that poop. Break that poop. Break that poop. Break that brick of poop.
Break a firecrackers a spoon bomb.
All right.
Okay. That is true. There's the emotional attachment to putting away Christmas decorations. It's like heading home from vacation. Until you get to that halfway point, then you want to get home. You know what I mean? Like when you've gotten over the fact you're leaving vacation, and then you just want to get home after a certain point. I don't know when that happens, but the drive. Let's say you have a 10, 11-hour drive. It usually happens about 5-6 hours into your drive, and you're like, okay, it's real now. Vacation's definitely over. Now I just want to get home. It's the same thing. Right. Cleaning up dog poop has never depressed me. But I also think, and we've talked about this before, I come close to putting this on the same list as Eric does with his making the bed. I think in most cases cleaning up dog poop is useless and silly.
It's good fertilizer.
Right.
Until you've walked barefooted and
Don't
done
walk-
the dog
but
food
there-
banana peel.
Don't do that.
Why would you be
or
barefoot in a
even
field?
footed. Even if you're footed and not barefooted, nobody wants to do the banana peel dog poop slide.
I have stepped in dog shat barefoot before in my house.
Did it squish between your toes?
Oh yes, it did. Yes. But my point is, unless your dog is conducting commerce in someone else's yard, there's no point in cleaning it up.
Yeah.
First off, the other dogs will clean it up for you. They'll eat it.
Not mine.
Brady acting like he doesn't know dogs eat other dogs' crap.
They don't. Now
Yes,
they'll
they
consume
do.
your poop.
No,
But
they'll eat Brady.
they
Here's
have
the
it,
thing.
I'm telling you.
Because
I've
you're always
never
there
seen my
beside your dog. Because you're always beside. You let your dog out for a half hour by itself. I guarantee you it'll eat every damn turd in the neighborhood.
Golden Corral dog poop buffet. Now, between the rabbit and the deer droppings, they don't want to consume their own brand. They want to
Why
go.
would you? But why do you?
species.
No, they won't eat their own. They'll eat other dogs. Is what
Well,
I'm saying.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
I've really
If
never.
figure fail. Snip another dog's butt, they'll probably eat the poop too, right?
Right. I mean,
It's a greeting.
How you doing?
I think it's precious that Brady thinks his dogs are above eating other dogs' poop.
Exactly.
What an uppity!
I'm not
what an
saying they
uppity
won't
dog.
consume some commerce, but it's just not another dog. Now,
Yes, they
unfortunately, they roll it in cat poop.
we gotta Google
Until your
this.
dog rolls in a big old slice of yellow cat poop and you have to bathe them afterward. It's awful.
Yellow
That
cat.
would be number one.
Are you saying the cat was yellow?
No,
Or-
no. The cat commerce was yellow, and it was foul. And I was doing the whole time that I was bathing them. Awful.
That would have called for the. I would have loaned you my pressure washer for that. That's what that dog gets. Roll around in cat poop.
Yes, dogs eat other dogs' poop, a behavior known as
Coprophagia.
coprophagia. This can occur for several reasons, or various reasons,
Chupacabra.
including curiosity, nutritional deficiencies, or learned
Right.
behavior from their environment. So as long as you don't eat other dogs' poop, Brady, your dog should be
Yeah.
good.
Cat poop is like Tootsie Rolls for dogs.
Gosh. Oh, that made me queasy.
Why would it eat deer poop? What's the draw there?
You know
Well,
you know the cheapest kind of meat, don't you? Deer
No.
balls. They're under $1. Broken? Is Eric broken?
How have I never heard that in my life?
You have
Ethan's
not
been
heard that in your life?
Ethan's been
No.
telling that joke since he was 7. 4. Yeah, sorry.
4.
Oh.
Not in my life have I heard that. Till this very day.
That's like the shithouse polio. That's 2 things I can't believe that you never heard.
Well, Brady never heard that one either.
I hadn't heard that either.
I think dog poop. Well, I don't know. Well, Christmas. Yeah, I think it's dog poop.
Yeah.
Won the vote.
Oh.
Oh, no, it did it?
Well,
I voted Christmas.
I
Brady
voted Christmas.
by my seating, I voted Christmas.
Celia and Kirsten both, I think, voted Christmas.
Vanna said dog poo. Miss Wilson said poo. Well, Celia and Kirsten said they were depressed putting them away. They didn't say that was the
Right.
more oppressive job.
Yeah, we got to make sure which one you're not choosing. Make sure you're not choosing the least offensive one. Remember, you're choosing the most offensive one that you don't want to do.
So you're voting Christmas. She would rather clean up the poop. Speaking of which, I think there's some cat poop down in the basement there if you want to.
Is it yellow?
While you're in the mood.
Merry Christmas. So we have 2 votes here. Kirsten C is 4.
Christmas is Kirsten's vote.
Okay. I think
I think Christmas wins due to your 2 votes.
yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Are we taking my seating as the tiebreaker? Maybe if it's a
Yeah,
tie?
that's a good idea. Yep. All right, last matchup on this side of the bracket. Number 5, raking leaves. Number 12, hand washing dishes.
I knew when I was seating this was going to be a good discussion.
I would rather hand wash dog shit. I'd rather wash the white off of white dog shit. I can't do it, folks.
I hate raking leaves. I do not like them. That's why Mike of Mike's Lawn Care mulches my leaves with his machinery because I hate it. It killed my grass a couple years ago when I was asked to keep the leaf piles for the chitlins, and it killed. So I have a hatred of leaves. I did have 3, but I'm down to 2 large trees in my front yard. And the amount of leaves that they drop is unbelievable. So I hate that with a passion.
Okay, Eric, I think might agree with me on this. Kirsten, I do it pretty stiff-armed. I hold it out. If I smell the combination of soap, hot water, and wet food, it literally it just locks my jaw. It locks my
Todd?
What?
In anticipation of this topic, I'm not putting you on the spot, but I dealt with the situation last week, earlier in the week, where I knew I was going to have to bring it up because I want to see your reaction. So Ridge had eaten some cereal, and there was milk in the bowl, and it had sat out all day. And when I drained the bowl, it glopped out right into the drain, and I had to clear the drain. And all I could think of is Todd could not have handled this.
Throw it outside, man.
gathered
Throw it
milk.
outside. Ugh.
So did the milk stank?
All I smelt was Dawn, but I had to get fingerage, and I had to break it down and swipe it so the water would drain. It was rough.
There's no dishwash or dish soap that completely takes over the smell of wet food. It's like a teenage boy spraying Axe on himself. All you're doing is just
covering it up.
Because then what happens is then the soap almost becomes too medicinal, too like sharp, and it comes in waves.
Like now it smells like poop and poopery or potpourri incident from our friend's house.
Yeah, say is right, Brady. I just would have moved. I would have burned the house down and collected the insurance money. What I was going to say, Eric might agree with me on this. I put raking leaves in the same category as making. It's pointless.
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
Mow 'em.
It kills grass.
Then don't
Not
have
if
trees.
you mow them.
Mow 'em.
Okay, but it lessens my energy bill. It blocks the sun into the house, and it saves me money. But it just drops so many of them in a small area.
It saves you money the same way Celia saves money, driving 15 miles out of the way to save 3 cents on gas.
So, I love my trees in the front yard.
Well,
When one got the ick and died, I was upset.
All right, Brady. So here's the thing. That would be like saying, I love my dogs. I just don't like their tails or their paws or their ears. Part of that dog. Those leaves are part of those trees.
Yeah.
You either like the tree or you don't like the tree.
Oh, I would compare it to the poop. Tree leaves are tree poop, so I'm cleaning up tree poop.
Yeah, I'm never believed in. Now we don't have any trees. We don't have any trees in this house.
No.
And I gotta say, it's nice not to have to.
Amen.
I would say if I had a 3-acre property where it's spread out, it wouldn't be a big deal. But you've just got to see my situation. It just dumps, and there will be no photosynthesis going on. It puts a layer on top of it and kills everything. So it's a chore. It gets stuck on the roof. I have to rake my living room floor because between the children and the dogs, leaves stick to them and come in, and I literally have to vacuum leaves in my house.
See, that's why you have a south-facing house, so the sunshine doesn't come in and cause your energy bills to go up.
Yeah,
And you don't need trees. But
Yeah.
mow the leaves. Mow the leaves.
yeah. He does a
Or blow the
phenomenal
leaves.
job of
Blow
doing
them.
that.
Blow them somewhere.
I do that, but then if you blow the leaves into piles, then you had to put them in bags and dispose of them, or else it's just like,
Well, but isn't that an intended feature of raking leaves, that you're eventually going to put them in a bag and get rid of them? That's just assumed, right?
Well, unless I had a mower and my neighbor had MacGyvered this thing that goes on it. It features like a like a square board and everything. So basically, you plug up the mower hole so they doesn't blow the leaves out. It keeps them in the bladed part, and it shreds them like a food processor. That was ingenious.
Yeah, I
And
mean, the
now
same
that's
idea
what
around
my
a
mower
mulching
does.
mower.
Yeah,
That's what a
yeah,
mulching mower is.
Yeah.
But can we
So
get
that's
back
what
to
gets
how gross wet food and dishes are? I mean, like, it's bad. Like,
Okay,
go ahead.
Here's the worst thing about all of it. Cleaning out the drain catcher thing, where all that food falls into.
See, that's where the Gabbard milk went.
Oh,
That's where all that. That's where the melt settled and made a melt plug.
oh.
Todd looks bland.
I am very.
You have gotten pale.
He did.
It literally, when I try, oh my gosh, Brady, you remember remember we've told this story in here before. You remember the time we played the putters, the not the putters we played all the time. We played it one time and we loaded in through the kitchen. Oh my God! That was. I gained a whole new respect for like kitchen work. Like I never realized that when you spray the dishes at a restaurant like that, you just spray off everything. Like you just spray. It can be like a half-eaten meatloaf, and you just chisel the shit out of it with the water sprayer until it just falls off the plate.
He has grossed himself out telling the story.
Oh, it was so foul, and every trip through there just kicked up that wet. Why does wet food smell so much worse than just non-wet food? Oh my gosh. Dog shit's not that way. If you spray down dog shit, it doesn't stink worse. Food, that just shows you how bad the stuff we put in our bodies is. That when you spray it, it smells worse.
I don't know if it smells worse. I think it's more of a texture thing where you're thinking about hitting it with your fingers.
Brady, that kitchen stank. I mean,
I don't think it was the dishes as much as that grease trap where they had to dump the grease down the hole, so they have a grease disposal.
I've smelled a greasy trap hole. I've smelled a grease hole before. I mean, it wasn't that. There's a difference between grease. Like you've been to a place and it smells like old grease. It's not that. That doesn't smell great. But it just and that's just it. It's fresh wet food. It's like you take a half of a catfish sandwich and you just spray the tartar sauce in the bun and the fish. It kicks up something that's not. It's inhuman.
There is one thing I hate getting out of the sink. If one of the kids puts their plate in there and a piece of a small piece of garlic bread gets soaked. That's terrible.
A bean. What about a bean? You ever just see a bean last a day or two in the bottom of a sink just fighting for its life, hanging on?
Yeah. I don't think it smells. It's just there.
No, but it changes color about 7 times. It'll start out like deep red, and then it'll go to like just a California raisin purple, and then it fades to a
brown.
Yeah,
like,
and then eventually,
kind of like E.T. when he was dying.
Exactly. eventually, it's void of all color. It's just it's literally
it's like the white dog turd.
Oh.
Do we even get a vote out of all this? I forget what we're voting on.
Yeah.
So say that matchup again.
Raking leaves is 5. Hand washing dishes is 12. And I will say, Eric, that's underseeded. This is the first issue I have with seeding.
I figured you would think so, and I thought so when I was seeding it, that I knew you would think so.
Yeah, pasta noodles is another one, Celia. Gosh, they don't give up the ghost easily. I mean, it's bad to watch them.
So I don't know if we got any votes yet. So everyone, we have Josh voted dishes. I think that's the only vote we have. Now, several said raking leaves was a nonsense exercise, which I am totally in line with. But I was asked to seed the job,
right,
not whether it's a useless job.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I know that my take on it is a bit embellished because of how gross how it just. And I'm not. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not. I don't fake that. I don't.
Yeah.
You can tell you're not faking it.
No.
I thought you were going to blow chunks 3 different times during that conversation.
Yeah.
So again, the vote is the 4 seed raking leaves.
5 seed raking leaves, 12 seed hand washing dishes.
Okay. We've got 1 dish vote. Actually, Todd votes dishes, I'm sure, too.
Right.
I'm gonna vote leaves, but I know I'm in the minority. Probably
Maybe not.
got to go with my gut.
When I told leaves gets my back all bound up.
Yeah.
Raking leaves does.
So Miss Wilson says leaves because of allergies.
That's true. That could wreck some people.
Indeed.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
I know we have a little bit of a lag from when people are hearing the question, and
I think so. I noticed that earlier.
so Celia says dishes. I think dishes may win.
I
Kirsten
think
says
so.
dishes because she doesn't rake leaves.
So are you? So are you girls saying? Are you saying that
Dishes is the bad one.
dishes is the worst of the two, or the?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So just like the NCAA bracket, that 5-12 matchup.
Right.
It can be tricky.
Yeah. And I just came up with that on my own and as a 5-12 matchup upset. How about that?
Yeah. George Mason over Louisville.
Me.
There you go.
John votes dishes. Dishes stink. Literally.
Smell.
Ugh. And let's talk about even a dishwasher. If it's full of just nasty ass, you open a dishwasher. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you don't immediately wash them.
Oh, if they ferment for a day or two, God, that'll about knock you out.
Now, Brady, your uppity ass dogs probably don't do this, but when my dishwasher opens, the dog's right there trying to lick all the dishes and stuff.
Do the pre-washing? Yeah.
Yes.
You're uppity ass.
Brady's ski resort in the remember the picture of like the dogs, like it's they have like the sweaters on up, like the turtleneck sweaters, and
Yeah.
so something like they look like bad guys from a movie at a ski resort or something like that. You know you eat other people's shit, you dogs.
Yes.
I
You
can't get it all the way around.
yes. You've got Brady bamboozled, but you don't have us bamboozled.
That's right. You can't fool us. Go ahead and keep giving Brady mouth kisses.
Well, let's call it the upset. Dishes.
Dishes. Damn pen's not working. All right. Over to the other side. We got it. We don't have. We probably able to finish this night. We can go a little longer here. Number 2 seed. Shoveling snow. Versus 15 seed. Mowing the lawn.
And again, methodology speaking, I mean, snow shoveling could kill you. Heart attack.
That did my
right out in the
grandfather's
snow.
passing.
One of
know.
my favorite things is people griping at me. I mean, I'm almost 50. Not currently in the best shape of my life. I'll get there. But my point is this. I get so much crap from people because I don't go out and spend hours shoveling the driveway.
Nope, not
Screw
going to do
you.
it. Not going to do
I'm
it.
not going to do it either. First off, it belongs in the same category as making your bed and raking leaves. Most of the time, it's pointless to shovel snow. I'm not going to say it's always. I understand, if obviously if the snow's done and you got to get, if you have an elderly person that lives with you and you need, there's all kinds of scenarios. I'm not saying that, but in general, I think it's a pride thing and it's a man thing. And I guess I'm just not that manly because I'm not going to go out and. First off, I see people shoveling snow while it's snowing, an inch of snow every half hour, and people out there shoveling it.
Yep.
No. I will say this. I may go have a heart attack someday, but it won't be out in my driveway shoveling snow.
Yeah.
Amen.
I don't mind mowing yards on a ride mower. I kind of, like I said, it's kind of relaxing. Then Eric was out of town and I mowed his yard because I don't mow anymore. When my mower bit the dust, it was just more economical to have somebody else do it. But I hate the trimming. the weed
You know why?
whacking in
Because
the
weed eating is that same position. It's you're half bent over. You got a long, heavy object in your hand. It binds your back up.
Well, there's that, plus weed eaters are the most inefficient machines ever created by mankind.
Oh yeah, they're finicky.
not even those as seen on TV. I upgraded to like those plastic things that it looked like a helicopter and
Yeah.
snapped on the bottom. Totally useless. It was worse than
Okay.
the stupid fishing line kind.
Everybody ignore Celia's comment.
Well,
Celia,
since you say
Celia,
ignored,
aren't there
I've got to highlight it.
Aren't there some dishes to wash or some dog shit to pick up somewhere?
Celia said shoveling snow had about killed me last winter.
Hey, I didn't
Well, you-
say that Celia would never have a heart attack in the driveway shoveling snow. I said I would never.
So when are we scheduling the hearing on the issuance of your man card?
Yeah, you guys were all agreeing to me until my wife gets on there and does that nonsense.
I'll tell you, I don't do the driveway, but I will do
I'm
the
sleeping on the
sidewalk.
couch tonight.
So, have you guys ever had it where like the snow soup melts in the sun and then it refreezes and gets to be a sheen of
yeah.
treachery?
I mean,
So,
my
sidewalk I had to do.
Right, but even that, like, in our situation, there's never a time we have to get out of our sidewalk.
Right.
I mean, the garage door, like we've had, like we, can't get a garage door. And here's another thing too, and I have no shame in this. I have a 20-year-old son, and I'd be damned if when he's home, since he's been a teenager, he can shovel the snow.
He's a strapping young man.
The chances of him having a heart attack in the driveway are much, and I've told Sadie the same thing. So she gets, you know what it is, she gets to feel bad for her baby out there, and she's got to bundle up and go out there and help him, and it's like, he can do it.
So PJ has opined about the drawbacks of lake effect snow in Ashland, Ohio.
Oh, I could speak to lake effect here at Lake Winoka.
Yeah.
Gives
No,
me an
no.
extra 1/10 of an inch of snow.
Exactly, Josh. No weed eater, no trimming, just Roundup. Exactly.
I mean, there are a couple places in my yard that it's just hard to. I have an issue with my ditch, and like I can't. It's too steep. Like it comes to too much of a point, like to mow.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
oddly enough, the guy that I have mow my yard, so he can do it. I need to watch him and see how he does it. I just don't think he's afraid, and I'm afraid I'm gonna flip my mower over.
Well, exactly. I cannot reconcile being off balance on a mower. Now, Brady, I don't know how your dad mowed your yard all those years on the sides of
Like this.
the Appalachians that you had in your yard
leaning
as a
over.
ute. Exactly.
Yeah.
And he had those weights on the back of the wheels.
Big old lead weights, and I'm surprised we didn't have lead poisoning.
Right? So yeah, I can't mow my ditch because I'm off balance. I think this mower's going to tilt over on top of me, and I'm going to die mowing it. So I won't mow my ditch. It's not worth me dying over.
My dad about lost his foot push mowing that hill in 1963 or 64. He slipped and it ran over his foot. The mower came backwards. So
Ugh,
only a skillful surgeon saved it.
really? You never
Yeah.
told it? Never told me that story.
Yep.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
saying something back in 1963.
Yeah.
I mean, I do the lean sometimes to counterbalance it, and I have like the roll bar on my mower or whatever, but I don't want to test it out.
And I don't have a roll bar. So yeah, and I'm not
We just have a foo bar.
right.
And my yard beats you to death. I mean, I have a zero turn, and of course, it's one of those deals where I go to buy the zero turn. I had the model in mind that I was going to buy. I had in mind I was going to buy the upper end residential model. Of course, they upsold me, and I got like the
commercial
lower end
grade.
commercial. Yeah, I mean, it's a good mower. It's a nice mower. It's embarrassing what I paid for it, and
Yeah.
that's not a brag. That's a stupid me thing. But my point is, it does me no good. It's so fast, but my yard is so rough that it doesn't matter. I mean, I wear my seatbelt when I mow. I mean, if that tells you anything. I do. I wear my seatbelt when I mow. It has a seatbelt and I wear it.
When I mowed Eric's yard, I needed an adjustment afterwards because, like, I wasn't expecting it was kind of some hidden. It was like a lunar landscape at one point, and I wasn't expecting it. So I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
awful.
Yeah. Just happened to me today.
Yeah.
Off on the western end of my yard.
The western end of the estate.
Oh yeah, the estate.
I'll tell you.
Yes, Josh. Josh is taking my man card from me.
I want to throw this out.
Thanks, Celia.
There's an item that my neighbor down the street has that I coveted. And I think it's just because, I like gadgetry. And he has an electric zero-turn motor that is silent, man. It's the stealth mower. He's out there mowing his perfectly flat yard in that thing, and you can't even hear it. All you just see, it looks like a spaceship levitating of it. Oh, it's so cool. And you can't even hear it.
Well, but you have to have a certain
5 a.m.
Have to have a certain kind of yard to do that, though.
Yeah, and he's got it. It's been dredged and flat.
I mean, mine's flat. It's other than that ditch thing I was telling you about, but it's just rougher than a cob.
Yep.
They always leave out the end of that. A rougher than a cob where?
So I'm saying shoveling snow.
Yeah. So there's an extension to that saying?
I just always just ended at cob, rougher than a cob.
I mean, whether you run your fingers over it or the old-fashioned
or you
housery.
Wash your face with it, whatever. It's rough.
Exfoliate.
Are there other cobs other than corn cobs?
Yeah. I don't think anything else does have a cob.
Why does corn
alone?
I gotta
it's
look
like
that
nothing
up.
rhymes with orange. There's no other cob. There's one cob.
Cob.
Oh. Does not compute.
I go to type in cob and Cobalt by Rob Lowe pops up. What the hell?
That's right. Corn is just not corn. That's what came up when I...
Cob can refer to two main things. It's an acronym for close of business, which indicates the end of the business day. So maybe that's why rougher than a cob. Like,
Oh, yeah.
That,
Could very well be.
why would the close of business be rough?
You're getting all your receipts and you're
pressure like this gets intense.
closing down the kitchen. That kind
Didn't
of
people
stuff.
use cobs for personal hygiene at one time?
Well, that's what I was talking about, rougher than a cob, because like I said, it was used for outhouse purposes.
Well, guys, also cob refers to a short-legged, stocky type of horse, often used for riding or draft purposes. So riding a short-legged horse would be rough.
That could be.
Probably.
My goodness. Cob is also a building material. Cob is a natural building material made from a mixture of subsoil, water, and fibrous organic material like straw.
Is that where
Rougher than a
cobblestone comes from?
It's known for being fireproof, termite-proof, and resistant to seismic activity.
Get out. Can I have
All
a
right.
cob
Could that be-
house?
All right.
Could that be-
Here we go. Where did the phrase "rough as a cob" come from? Rough as a cob, the root saying is from the roughness of a dried corn cob after the kernels had been removed. In the very old days before I was born, they were used in outhouses as an alternative to citified toilet paper.
Oh, wow. See, I would think I'd rather keep the kernels on.
But that's losing good food or corn squeezins for your shine.
Well, let's be truthful here. The kernels probably
Okay.
went back on
All right.
at some
Stop,
point.
Stop.
Corn squeezins for your shine? Is that what you said, Brady?
For your shine, yeah.
I know what you mean.
Did you ever? The Snuffy Smith cartoon was always hiding the corn squeezins from the revenuers.
Oh, Snuffy Smith and Popcorn Sutton.
Why wouldn't you use the leaves off the corn cob?
Oh,
Why wouldn't you take said corn cob, soak it for several days in water to soften it?
Well, then maybe
Maybe
it's
they
not as
did.
I don't want to guess. Maybe it's not as effective. Maybe it'll get stuck in places you don't want it.
Well, I think it all depends on the angle and the velocity in which you approach said requirement. So do you like?
I don't know.
Do you
I'm
go
just gonna answer
perpendicular?
I don't know.
Do you go perpendicular? Do you go parallel? Do you go
think
down?
of it? I would guess that it would be much like bobsledding if you get the visual.
Do you go through the mountain pass? I mean, what do you do?
Against the grain?
No. I think it is you the valley. You don't
Big end or small end? I've never thought of this before. So, have we lost everybody? Is anybody at all like in this conversation? Because did you guys out there know that people use corn cobs to
Yeah, you didn't know that. Well,
I
hey,
think it was
Eric.
always as a joke. Like a cat shitting peach seeds or whatever. I never thought any actual cat shat peach seeds.
well, it was
Well,
nervous one.
I mean,
They
I
knew
was
it was going to be coming out.
Why would the cat be? Why would the nerves of the cat make it eat a peach?
Well, no, what they're referring to is the cat or dog has mistakenly eat the pit, and it's going to be Xing, so they're nervous because it's going to be making a
Well,
less
you
than
know-
graceful exit.
Well, that doesn't make any sense then, because it should be a dog shitting peach seed, because a peach just has one seed,
and it's not a seed; it's a pit.
a pit. So why is it the saying a dog pooping peach pits? Then you have the alliteration, and it's historically accurate.
There you go. There's the answer. Kenny Enlow gives us the answer. Red to wipe, white to check.
Huh?
Are you talking about corn?
Corn.
Maize?
Maize.
I don't get it.
Maize.
Maize.
So maybe the first Thanksgiving they didn't actually eat the maize. They just maybe the maize is for after dinner.
Karen, tell
Well,
Kenny
no.
we need more of an explanation for that. I have my thoughts, but I want to hear his.
So Josh, when you were visiting said authentic outhouse with corn cob, I mean, did you partake? Did you?
I don't think
did
I
you-
want to know this.
Oh yeah, we do. We're all friends here.
So did it have a half moon cut out in the door? That's the only authentic outhouse there is. You know I'm right.
Yeah. Well, hey Eric, to answer your question, why not the corn shuck? Have you ever walked through a cornfield and gotten
Well,
gigged by one of those things, or kind of
well,
shared?
I know one side is shared, but the other side isn't.
Well, why not just ball your fist up with some corn silk and have at it?
Ooh, that would be like cleansing yourself with dental floss around your hand.
But a lot of it together, it makes a.
Well, that would be like
No,
the pet.
it'd be not.
That would be like the pet with the icicle, wouldn't it? Could turn
What about
into a party favor.
What about the little?
Party favors.
What about the shrubbery, or what about the merkin, the corn merkin? That's I broke all of us. I broke myself. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
That's essentially a modern day loofah.
Yeah.
Boys, we're going into business. Corn merkin loofahs. Yeah, Brady. Corn silk is soft, man. Floss isn't soft.
That's true.
So
I think I just solved. I think I solved a problem, an age-old problem. The corn silk is the best wiping apparatus.
this is true. So when you're shucking the corn, you need to save the silk, right?
Oh,
Save the silk.
shucks.
Save the silk.
That sounds like one of those
Save a
sayings.
silk.
Shuck a
Save
corn
the silk,
cob.
Don't ride a
Save
corn
the silk.
cob.
Wipe your ass.
No, it's save the silk, shuck a corn cob.
Yeah, there you go.
Miss Wilson knew about the corn cob
Yeah.
Celia wants to know if the Amish use corn cobs or they have modernized toilet paper.
They
Maybe.
probably make their own from corn pulp or from wood pulp. They pound it into, it's probably like using kindergarten paper, but you had to navigate around the wood chunks,
Have we come close to getting an answer for shoveling snow versus mowing the lawn? How do we get on this?
Oh, shoveling snow.
I voted shoveling snow.
Kenny says we do not want to know his reasoning for what he said.
Oh,
I think I got it, Kenny.
I believe I have it. It may not be TV-14. That's why I think he maybe doesn't want to share that.
Yes. So shoveling snow?
I think shoveling snow, yeah. How did we get on corn? How did that happen?
All right, we got 9 minutes. I think we can finish this out. Not the whole thing, but the first round. Cleaning the grill. Now, this one, Eric, I was iffy on when I first looked at this. Putting in AC unit. So if people don't know what we mean by that, we're talking the old window unit. Like, not old.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously people still use window units. But like back in the day, everybody had. That's all you had were window units.
Right.
And so you put it in the summer and you take it out in the winter.
Right.
You always had to like put a 2x4 or some sort of wooden middle leg
bracing.
to keep yeah.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
It's unwieldy. That's the problem. It's not a one-person job.
Right.
Mainly because you can't really grab a hold of it as one person.
Right. And they're pretty heavy, aren't they?
And get the windows shut. It's a two-part process. So you really need two people.
Yeah.
So that's the methodology there.
It sounds pretty awful. So installing an AC unit, and what was the other one?
Cleaning the grill.
I mean, that's not fun, but putting in an AC unit sounds like a lot of work.
Now, cleaning the grill is higher seated, right?
Yeah, cleaning the grill is a 7 seed, and putting in AC unit is a 10 seed.
Oh, unbelievable.
What kind of seed master did this?
Because like when I'm cleaning my grill, I have one of those little objects now to get those irony bristles, copper bristles. Those aren't the best because those could get stuck. They could lay around and you could accidentally get them in your food. But if you get one of those, it's got like little round things. It's like it's a semicircle that fits right on the little grill things, and you scrape it, and it cakes them off without having to use the bristles. Spray it in with a little water while it's hot. It cleans right up.
So you're picking AC unit.
Oh yeah, that sounds terrible. And it's a 2-person job. It's heavy and it's unwieldy. All the things I don't like.
But it doesn't take long.
Right.
Cleaning
Really?
the grill, it doesn't take long. If you have two people, lift it right up in there, shut the window. I mean, it's not. It doesn't take long.
I mean, you end up pinching your fingers and cut yourself on the fan or on the but the coils. But other than that, I mean, you're like Harry said, it's just a brief moment of discomfort, and then you're done.
Yeah. Now, got one of those Blackstone grills. Got to be a rage. Now those are a pain in the butt to clean. I did not enjoy that. So that like I'm not sold on those. I like a traditional grill. So anyway, that was not fun.
Well, and again, the methodology cleaning a grill is it's a labor-intensive job.
Right.
Although it seems like AC unit is winning the vote.
Put a chill in the competition.
Yeah. I'm probably going to go cleaning grill on this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it kind of ties into the.
It's not as bad. It's nothing like. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, there's some pretty funky smells come from a grill.
Yeah. I grilled Ridge some shrimp skewers for dinner.
Well, but then if you don't use the grill for a while and something has taken up residence in there, that's a whole wrinkle to it too.
I mean, something's taken like a creature.
Like a critter, yes.
Oh.
I mean, like
Or just
bugs or spiders or
right.
Oh, okay.
not like a
Like a raccoon
chipmunk
or something.
All right, what do we think, John?
a bandicoot in my grill.
I think AC's winning it.
Oh
Yep,
yeah.
looks that way.
Miss Wilson had a dramatic
AC Slater.
experience.
She said she
watched
watched an electrician get blown across the floor and almost electrocuted.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No,
No.
See that you don't have that danger with a grill, but
no.
You lose your eyebrows.
well, I don't have any on this podcast anyway. Apparently. All right, 3-seed. This kind of goes into what Josh was saying earlier, and Eric, I know you agreed there. Pulling weeds, 3-seed. So I take it these are weeds that you can't reach with a weed eater, you can't get to, or you don't have a weed eater, or like most weed eaters, your weed eater's broken down in the shed.
There you go. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The inefficient machinery.
Now, there could be some weeds in like landscaping that can't be whacked. They had to be pulled, but I hate that. That's
Well, how is it? And I know people go back to Genesis for this. A weed can grow in any situation. I mean, it could not rain for 3 weeks, and the weeds are just taking off, and they're green, and it's just weeds are annoying.
they're opportunistic.
Well, and I think every grass that grows in North America in my yard.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think I have any grass. I think it's all weeds.
Yeah.
Like my grass, it'll be one of those deals where if you look across my yard, it's like it's several days from needing a mowing, except for in thatches and patches. All you know what I mean? Like if you could just.
That's where mine was today. That's why I
Ryegrass,
had to mow it.
crabgrass.
Because you had
Bermuda
these
grass.
patches of weeds that were
Shrimp.
yay tall, and the rest of it is just basically dirt.
Right.
Yeah.
Just annoying. And then Todd, your place is like mine. Used to be just a fallow field, you know. And you're right, just every crabgrass known to man.
So pulling weeds,
Crap.
3rd seed versus folding laundry.
No. Does it say how many weeds I have to pull?
6.
6 weeds.
I would rather pull 6 weeds unless it's towels. I could fold a boatload of towels in seconds.
Oh, yeah, I'm a good towel folder. That was my jam when I was growing up helping my mom fold
As long as
laundry.
it's not a fitted sheet.
Can't fold a fitted sheet.
Or a thong. Fitted sheets and thongs are the hardest thing to fold. That's why I stopped wearing them.
But I thought, again, back to the methodology, I thought folding clothes you could sit, which is what I do. You sit and watch TV, and you can kind of mindlessly do that. Pulling weeds is like just an awful job, and there's no distraction from it because you're pulling weeds, and it's awful.
And you're bent over and
Yes.
prone.
Yes, awful.
Yeah, it's not fun. Have you ever sorry, I'm laughing at Celia's.
Your stories. That's what Grandma did.
Yeah,
Folded the laundry and washed her stories.
And enjoy a good sucking candy.
And not too often, because then it gets spackled all together in her candy dish.
I have tried. Say you even bought me a t-shirt folding apparatus. Like have you seen these? Like where you put it on this plastic thing and It gives you the order that you fold them, and I still can't get it.
I hang my T-shirts unless they're my sleeping shirts. My sleeping
Sleeping
shirts go in a drawer.
You're sucking candy. You're sleeping shirts.
You're
wiping cob.
My sleeping shirts and my sleeping shorts are in the same drawer. My T-shirts that I wear out and under like dress clothing, like my color shirt that'll go under my quarter zip, I hang those because I don't want any wrinkles seen.
And there you have it, folks.
Now whose man card's up for
Exactly.
conjecture?
Oh my!
It's not a man card. I'm just
my V-neck under my quarter zip.
see. I don't like V-necks. It shows too much man
Well,
cleavage. I like a good.
The V-neck was fine. Like I had some. Well, when I was a little thinner, I had some V-necks, some like polos. I spent money on them, but they were nice, like V-neck, like nice dress shirt or like dress T-shirt type things.
Yeah.
But then they came out with the deep V, and I'm sorry, but no man should wear a deep V T-shirt.
No, there's no plunging necklines for men.
Even if you have a sunken chest, even if you're built like that asshole Richard Marx, who I think I've seen wear deep V's before, you don't wear a deep V.
No.
You know why? Because you also don't wear a deep U. You don't wear any deep necked shirt. It looks
Or a
stretched
deep
out.
W.
Or deep, yeah. I mean,
Or
it
a
looks
deep
stretched out.
schwa.
Schwa.
But it looks stretched out. I've never seen a deep V T-shirt that doesn't look like it had
It's
like
been
a chinchilla hanging off of it or something, stretching it out.
Or like you put it over a telephone pole and stretched it out.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
If anybody wears deep V's, remember we don't hold it against you.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see moobs.
But see, I don't think it was, see, because I do see some like you'll see The Rock wearing a deep V.
Yeah.
But most of the people I see wearing deep V's are like the no muscle definition, like just the, you know what I'm talking about, the
Yeah.
Rick Springfield, like he's built but he's still 70 years old, so his chest is kind of sunken, and like that's the people you see wearing the deep V's, like the real
Yep.
skinny.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So did we get a final vote here?
Nothing against Richard Springfield. We love you, Richard.
Yes. 3 AC units, 3 pulling
Oh, we already got
weeds.
that one. We got that one. We're on pulling weeds. I didn't even get to the
Oh.
next one. Oh no, I did.
Okay.
Folding laundry.
Oh, yeah. Pulling weeds.
Pulling weeds.
Pulling weeds. I don't like to pull anything. Now that I think about it, I mean, think about the method of pulling. Like,
Oh. Hey, the power washer starting to, like the yanking start, the
Yeah.
pull start. I hate those, man. It always scares me for some reason. I'm gonna like rip something out or maim myself.
So I'm with Miss Wilson. If you wear a deep V, you have to wear gold necklaces, like a 70s
yeah.
thing, like a
we're deep
disco.
gold necklaces.
And a medallion. An amulet.
I do have a lion.
Talisman.
I do have a lion talisman, a lion medallion. I have.
Talisman.
Just wear the talisman. I'm going pulling weeds.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with the weeds too.
Savannah says pulling weeds.
I think pulling weeds is
Saya said pulling weeds. All right, last one, and then we done. Cleaning the shower, 6 seed. Dusting, 11 seed.
Dusting's not fun, but it can be done quickly. Cleaning in the shower can be a chore, especially if you have a textured bottom shower. The
And
no
hard-
slip kind.
and hard water.
No, the haired wetter.
Who doesn't have hard water anymore?
I have a softener.
Does it help?
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
Oh
See-
my gosh.
One
My
of the best
sister, when she
purchases
lived
I
in
ever
the-
made.
When she lived in Defiance County, that water was so soft it took one little droplet of shampoo and you drowned from bubblage.
Well, but here's my problem with water. So, my experience. I don't like the way I feel showering with soft water. it never feels like you got soap cleaned out or the shampoo cleaned out.
That's true. It does
Rinsed
take
out.
some getting used to.
Right. You get out feeling just like a coat, like a
Soapy.
sheen of soap or whatever you have use is still on you.
So here's the question we need to ask about our particular brand of show. How many shows in a row has Todd used the word sheen? in many different conversations.
I think it's part of my vernacular. I mean, I don't just do it for the show. I use that word frequently.
It flows so much better than a film.
Right.
Film.
I have a
sheen,
film
well,
on
a
it.
sheen
I have
is a poor
sheen.
man's film. Wouldn't you agree?
See, I'd say the opposite. I think it's a rich man's film.
See, I think of film.
Sheen sounds more elegant than
Seamus has a film all over him.
film.
Oh, I have a sheen over my bodice.
I can see that. I can see it. Yeah, I never thought of it that way. A layer is just too generic.
Yeah.
But
So we need to put the historian on that. So, Chris, how many shows in our history has Todd used the word sheen? And what is the
There you go.
record for most in a row? Because
And-
I truly believe I can't remember the last show where you did not use the word sheen.
and did it overtake how many times I used hue for a while?
The bluish
He was
hue.
popular there for a bit.
Hey, Miss Wilson, it was my sister that lived in Defiance. She lived in Hicksville.
Defiance.
So, I've forgotten that you were from Defiance.
Defiance.
Defiance. It'd be the best fights on Defiance. You wouldn't even have to have a song. Just yell that out.
Yeah, right.
All right, so 6 seed shower cleaning, 11 seed dusting.
Shower all day. That's more unpleasant.
My only problem I ever had dusting. I was actually just asking Sadie the other day. I need a way to dust my bourbon collection, my bottles. So a feather duster is the way to go on that. I don't mind feather dusting, but I always felt like when I was dusting that I didn't know. I can remember Mom every once in a while like set me to dusting like that, and like I didn't know when to fold my dusting rag. Versus, you know what I mean? Like you spray your stuff on it and you're dusting, and after a while you would think, okay, so all the dust that I've dusted up is on that part of the rag. So then you open it, and the next thing you know, your hand is in the not only is it in where the cleaner is, the dust, the liquid. After a while, I think it gets overwhelming. Like,
Okay, so that's a crucial question. So you sprayed your furniture polish onto the rag or
Always.
onto the furniture?
Yeah.
I think I've done both, but I think I usually was a spray it on the rag type of duster.
Right. Because if you spray directly on the furniture, it'll make a dust and liquid compote that sticks.
Okay, there's one. How many episodes in a row has Brady used compost
That's what I was going to say. Compote is a Brady word.
and corn squeezins?
Do I have a word?
I think you do. I just gotta wait and hear it. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. I wasn't thinking of compote until Brady said it. So
Well,
I think
I learned the word compote after a visit to Gatlinburg, and I was cracking up because of that pancake house. It was talking about like a butter and creme compote, and the word cracked me up. So now I know about what a compote is, but it's just fun to say.
So I always saw blueberry compote.
Yes.
see, I thought you were just making a joke on the word compost.
No,
No,
there's actually
no,
a
it's a
compote.
word.
I'll look up exactly what it is while you guys are.
Is it just like a mixture? Is a compote like an elixir of
A fruit preserved or cooked in syrup. A
syrup?
dish consisting of fruit salad or stewed fruit, often with
Stewed
syrup.
fruit.
Stewed
Doing
fruit.
fruit.
Fairbairn and his stewed
Fair-
fruit.
Stewed fruit. Fruit.
Compote.
Gosh, now you're going to get Sid talking about stewed tomatoes.
Now that you mention it, I do think it was blueberry compote. No. It was mulberry compote
Mulberry. Who's ever
or
seen
boysenberry.
a wild mulberry with their eyes?
In my mom's backyard, we had a mulberry tree back there, but whenever they sprouted, the birds would sweep down, and then you had purple bird poop all over your vehicles and driveway until they ate them all. It was horrible.
So now
You don't see purple bird poop anymore these days,
No,
Brady.
no,
What's
you
the
don't.
explanation?
You don't.
White. So gone is the way of the white dog poop and the purple bird poop
True.
and the dinosaur.
You
Those
just
are the-
have to be. You just had to be adjacent to a mulberry tree or a blackberry bush or something.
Okay, someone refresh my memory because this is what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's right or not. Was it all around the mulberry bush the monkey chased the weasel?
Yes.
Was that it?
Yes.
I
The
think
monkey
so.
and the weasel were frolicking around a mulberry bush.
Or actually, I
Or-
just thought of something.
Oh,
The
no.
white dog poop thing. I always thought the white dog poop was from acid rain. Oh, like that's just the silliest thing in the world.
Acid
I mean,
rain.
why
I never
couldn't
meant
it
to
be?
make the baker poop poop white.
No, I was from a different kind of acid.
Yeah.
The acid of a dog.
Slumbered.
See, do you mean puddintain?
Puddintate.
Is that what she's trying to spell there?
I think
No,
it's
yeah.
pronounced potentate.
Potentate.
Is it like a caregiver or somebody in charge of something?
So that reminds me, the Mulberry Bush song. So, Eric, how did you and Brady grow up hearing the I went to the animal fair ditty?
The birds
'Cause
and the beast were there. The big baboon by the light of the moon was showing his auburn hair. The monkey, he got drunk and fell on the elephant's trunk. The elephant sneezed and fell on his knees. And what became of the monk? The monk.
See, that's similar to what Celia heard. Here's how I heard it. I went to the animal fair. The birds and the beasts were there. The old baboon by the light of the moon was combing his auburn hair.
That's what I said.
The monkey, he went plunk. He stepped on the elephant's trunk. The old baboon, shoot.
Yeah, the elephant sneezed.
The elephant sneezed and fell on his knees, and that was the end of the monk. See, you and Celia both sing it, the monkey, he got drunk. That's not the way it was sang to me as a kid. It was the monkey, he went plunk. Was that just my mom G-rating
No.
the shit out of that thing?
No, because that makes sense. Because it makes much more sense for a monkey to plunk out of a tree than the monkey to be hitting the corn squeezing.
Who said any of those little songs made sense, though?
I just find it interesting that we heard different things. Like Celia and I have argued for years. She's like, no, the monkey got drunk. And I'm like, why would the monkey be drinking? Like Brady says. But a monkey will go plunk for many reasons. He stumbles. He's chasing food. He loses his balance.
Throwing feces.
And it cost him his life.
There's many a reason to go plunk, but there's not many a reason to be drunk if you're a monkey.
He was a drunk plunker. Cost him his
Or he
life.
He was a drunkie.
But isn't a drunken monkey is a term? So I mean, maybe monkeys were known for drinking.
There you go. It was a
Anybody
brass
else?
monkey.
We got to go. But anybody else? How did you hear that song as a kid? Was it the monkey he got drunk, or the monkey he went plunk?
Well, and then there's the word. Becky always says kitty corner. I always heard catty corner. Something
Catty-
is catty corner.
Catty corner and cattywampus.
Cattywampus, yeah. Not as much as I heard catty corner, but I've heard cattywampus.
That is true. See, that's right there's where that comes from. My mom growing up always said BT instead of butt. That's how much of a saint my mom is, just so you guys know. So of course it was edited, Celia says.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I'm sorry my mom wasn't teaching me about drunk monkeys when I was a kid, Celia. All right, so what cleaning the shower, I think, won that.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, folks. That takes care of round one. Hey, we
Yeah.
told you it was a good bracket.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed
Excellent bracket. This was fun, man. This might be an instant classic.
that. I was thinking the same thing. Miss Wilson says, I heard the monkey got drunk.
There you go.
But so, was the elephant just in the way? What was his trunk just...
I think maybe he fell over the elephant's trunk.
Well, he stepped on it, though, right?
The monkey got drunk on the elephant trunk.
The monkey, he got drunk. He sat on the elephant's trunk is, I think, what it was, right? So he sits down, and the elephant's trunk is there.
See, I thought he fell on the elephant's trunk. That's the way I heard it. Yes, cautionary tale about the dangers of giving alcohol to animals. That's the bottom line.
All right. You guys want to hear the actual lyrics real quick? And that is...
According to the internet, my lyrics are obviously correct.
1897 version. I went to the animal fair. The birds and the beasts were there. The little baboon, I've never heard that. A little baboon wouldn't be drinking. An old baboon might be drinking.
It had to be at least 21.
Well, see, and in my song, it was the big baboon.
See, mine was the old. I think old makes sense there because an old drunk monkey, an old drunk baboon. The little baboon by the light of the moon was combing his auburn hair. The monkey, he got drunk and sat on the elephant's trunk. Well, the elephant sneezed and fell on his knees, and that was the end of the monk.
That doesn't make any sense either, because if it fell and sneezed, if it's on his trunk, it's going to be away from its body.
Right. Other versions substituted the old raccoon for the little raccoon, while modern recordings use the big baboon, Eric.
Big baboon.
The monkey, he got drunk is sometimes changed to the monkey fell out of his bunk.
What?
Preposterous. The monkey bumped the skunk. That's a bit vulgar. The monkey, you ought to have seen the monk.
That sounds like a euphemism.
Or you should have seen the monk. The monkey jumped and jumped. The Barney and Friends and the Captain Kangaroo versions changed other lyrics as well. Some versions reversed the sentence about the baboon, thus, by the light of the moon, the great baboon, etc., which makes no difference to the meaning and retains the rhyming couplet. Another alternate lyric concerning the monkey falling out of the bunk is that the monkey slid down the elephant's trunk.
That would be an annoyed elephant, probably.
The song may be sung as a round with the last word monkey repeated until the song fit. We have to do this at our next live. So how would you do that?
Just sing it around the room.
Yep. So
the next person comes in.
It says with the last word monkey. So
that funky monkey.
I went to the animal fair, the birds and beasts fair, the old baboon, the light moon was right here. The monkey, he got drunk. He sat on the elephant's trunk. The old baboon with the light of the moon went, or no, crap.
So
the elephant sneezed and fell to his knees, and that was the end of the monk. The monk.
I went to the animal fair. That's not a round. We're doing a rhombus.
Well,
we're doing a trapezoid. We got to do that. That is our first topic for the live episode.
So no, I think when the first monkey is mentioned, that's when the next person starts.
So
went to the animal fair. The birds and the beasts were there. The big baboon by the light of the moon, combing his auburn hair. The monkey
he get drunk.
And then the next person starts.
Ooh. Okay, yeah.
So you guys heard it here first. We're going to get the entire building singing that at Gary's at Sardinia Perk.
Yes, we got to remember that.
Right. Somebody write that down for us.
Historian.
All right,
folks. That might be an instant classic. I think that might be one of the first instant classic in a while we've had.
Agreed.
We had fun. We don't know if anybody else did, but we had fun.
Well, a lot of people stuck around.
Drunken monkeys, white dog poop.
And we learned a lot tonight. I mean, the whole corn cob thing. And I think we bettered like the method. They could have gone with other parts of the corn.
The silt.
The corn merkin. I still think would have made a nice
be a good band name.
Corn merkin. Bob Cobb and the Corn Merkins.
What kind of music would they sing?
It'd be a jam band. Because the music would be an amaze.
All
right.
Join us on our platforms, Facebook, X, Instagrams. Listen and watch on YouTube's, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Twitch, Rumble, and iHeartRadio in the iHeartRadio app. Anything else for the good of the order, gentlemen?
Schmiddleman.
All right. Take us out.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Play It By Ear podcast. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter at Play It By Ear Pod 2, and our website at anchor.fm/Play It By Ear podcast. Thanks again, and join us next time as we play it by ear.